Good morning. Good morning. Let's have a strap and a block handy and a blanket for Shavasana. You can come into any seated position. So, sitting on the sitting bones, you can sit on a cushion. Right now, I'm sitting on my shins in rock pose. No matter what position you choose, let's take a moment and just close the eyes and open the ears to listening. Noticing any sounds that might be present in your space. Noticing any silence. If you hear any sound in the inner ear or any ringing in the ears, notice that for a moment. And I'll ring the bells. Bringing the hands to heart center. Gently lifting the heart by pressing the knuckles of the thumbs in and up. And then you can ever so slightly bow the head towards the heart. Almost as if you are listening to the inner workings of the heart. Deepening your breath. You can set any intentions that you'd like for this practice today. You're also welcome to dedicate your practice to someone or the highest and best good. And on your next inhale, let's reach the arms out and up. You can look up, stretch up. Palms touch, exhale, bring them down through the center line. Passing through the heart and continuing. You're just developing your breath. You can layer on the ujjayi sound, contracting the throat slightly so you can hear your breath sounding like the ocean. Let's take one more. Eventually pausing at the heart, keep your breath. And let's come to standing. Let your feet be slightly separated, about 6 inches apart. Palms facing forward. Let your shoulders glide down the back. And let your pelvis be neutral, so it's not tilting back or under, but it's right at center. As you inhale, you're filling the belly, then the ribs, then the chest. As you exhale, you're releasing chest, then the ribs, then the belly. Inhale, reaching the arms out and up. You can gaze up, press down through the feet to get taller. Exhale as the palms touch, bringing them down through the center line. You're an open channel, not holding or gripping onto anything, but instead just letting the blessings of life flow through you. And on this next exhale, you can fold all the way down. Your inhale helps you rise all the way out and up. And your exhale takes you all the way down. And the next time that you fold, go ahead and stay here, head hanging. Keep the same quality of your breath, even though you're folding. On an inhale, gaze forward. Your hands can come to the shins. Glide your shoulders down the back, away from the ears. Can your spine get longer in this flat back? You might even feel that your heart center is trying to reach forward. When you're ready, on an exhale, keep this length as you fold again. Riding your inhale all the way out and up. Exhale, palms touch, releasing in mountain. Let's flow with this. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bowing down. Inhale, flat back, reaching the heart forward, shoulders glide down. Exhale, folding. Inhale all the way out and up. Exhale, arms release. Inhale. Exhale. flat back, bowing, rising all the way up, mountain. This time we'll add downward dog. After your flat back, plant your hands down. You can bend the knees, nice wide fingers, and walk your feet back into downward facing dog, creating the shape of a triangle. Press into your wide fingers. Let your shoulders relax away from the ears. Your neck gets longer. And then walk it out with the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Keep your same breath here. Good. Some of you can relax those shoulders a tiny bit more. There you go. Good. You can actually imagine that your armpits are kind of turning inward to face each other, and your inner elbow is going to face forward slightly. Let's take one more breath in downward dog. At the bottom of your next exhale, gaze forward and use your inhale to walk the feet up right into a flat back. Exhale, folding. Inhale all the way up. Palms touch, bring it down, mountain, open channel. One more like this. So you're building on your sun salutes. This time you can keep the legs in stillness. Imagine the heels of the feet getting heavy and sinking a little bit towards the mat. At the bottom of your next exhale, gaze forward and use your inhale to walk up into a flat back. Exhale, folding. Inhale all the way out and up. Exhale. Inhale, Utkatasana, sitting down into chair pose. Exhale, folding. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk back into plank pose. Lower the knees, chest, and chin. Inhale into cobra, shoulders glide down the back. When you're ready, exhale, passing through tabletop, lift the hips in downward dog. On an inhale, walk it up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, sitting down as you reach up, Utkatasana. Good. Exhale, shoot to standing. Releasing. Inhale, Utkatasana. See if you can sit a little deeper. Exhale, belly folds first, then the heart, then the head. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back into plank. Lower down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhaling into cobra. Exhaling into down dog. On your next inhale, gaze it forward, walk it up, flat back. Let it go. Inhale, sitting down as you reach up. Good. Exhale, shoot to standing. Let the arms release. Inhale, Utkatasana. This time, stay here, but interlace your hands behind the back and reach them away. Now, if your hands don't interlace easily, take your strap and hold on to it behind you. Good. You can stay here, or you're welcome to stand up straight, reaching the arms away, or you can fold. Your choice, whatever you choose, just keep your breath. See if you can breathe into those nooks and crannies in the shoulders that are opening. See if you can breathe into the heart center. Good. Those of you that are folded, see if you can nod the head yes. Shake it no. Really let gravity lengthen and loosen your neck. Yeah, let any stress of the week fall out of the crown of the head. Beautiful. One more breath. You can sigh it out on this exhale. And if you're folded, very slowly begin to rise up. And release. Bring the hands to the hips. Lift your pelvic floor. Pick a spot in front of you to gaze and imagine that this is a third arm holding on to this gaze point. So your gaze point is magnetic. It has a sense of stability in it. Begin to lean onto your right foot, taking your left knee out to the side. You can bring the left foot to the calf or down by the ankle or above the knee, but never on the knee. Keep your breath. You're welcome to raise the arms to the sides or up over the head. You're gently pressing down through your standing leg. Listening to the ocean breath. There's so much movement that's happening even in the stillness. Inhale with me. And with control, keep your gaze point as you release the arms and the foot. Leaning onto your left foot. You might like to have a different arm position for this one. Keep your breath, keep listening to your breath. Remember, each pose is an opportunity for meditation. Each transition is an opportunity for meditation. Inhale with me. Exhale, release. Bring the palms together at the heart, just honoring your standing practice. And let's come down to seated. So I like to sit right on the floor for this one, but you're always welcome to sit on a cushion. Always, always. We're going to massage all the internal organs in the belly here, helping our digestion. So you can bring the hands to the knees and lengthen your spine. So right up through the crown, like you have a string pulling you up. And then begin to circle your belly around. You're welcome to close the eyes or pick one spot to gaze. When you first start circling, your circle might not feel smooth, but as you continue, any hard edges might start to release. Allow your breath to coordinate with this, however feels natural. And reverse the direction. Let's slow it down a little bit. And notice which shin is in front. Just noticing. And inch the shins a tiny bit forward. And the next time that your heart reaches forward, you can bring your hands in front of you. Inhale, see if you can lengthen your spine a tiny bit. And then exhale, folding as much as is comfortable for you. Send your breath down into the hips, into the legs, anywhere that you're feeling this. Maybe the low back. And then inhale, rise up. And now switch the crossing so your other shin is in front. Good. Walking the hands forward. Take an inhale just to lengthen. And you might stay right here. This might be your sweet spot. Or you might fold a little bit. Exploring the body with your breath. Where can you send more prana? On an inhale, rising up. Exhale, release. And come lying onto your back with your strap and your block handy. Let's hug the knees into the chest. And just rocking them side to side. Let your lower back release against the earth. And then go ahead and take your strap and step your right foot into the middle of the strap. And you can either have your left knee bent, or if it's possible, let your left leg relax all the way down on the floor. You can just hold the strap with both hands and start to circle this leg. Again, find your breath rhythm. Every day is different. You might need to do small circles, or you might need to do big circles. Go in each direction. So reverse if you haven't yet. Good. And start to bring your foot side to side. So opening out to the right and crossing over the body into a twist. Good. And as you do this, you can hold the strap with your right hand as your foot goes to the right, and hold the strap with your left hand as the foot goes to the left. And your opposite arm is welcome to reach away from the foot. You can gaze away from the foot. Feel free to pause in a pose for a couple breaths. Maybe in another pose. Eventually lift your right foot up to the sky. Take the strap off of it. Let your arms open into a T. And we'll take this right leg side to side a couple times using the strength of your belly to control how deep you go in. Nice. And bring it up to center, pointing through the toes. And slowly lower it all the way down to the earth as you reach it long. Notice both sides of the body. Notice your breath. When you're ready, step your left foot up into the middle of the strap. Starting with circles. And begin to let your breath have a loving quality. So as if your breath is really coming from a loving space. You can reverse the direction if you haven't yet. How does the quality of your breath change? How does it shift? We're opening the whole body here. And in this particular exercise, it might not be as noticeable that you're opening the heart. You can start to go side to side when you're ready. Really reach the opposite arm away. Feel free to pause in any portion of the poses. Maybe switching for another piece. Eventually lifting the leg up to the sky. You can release your strap off to the side. Let your arms come into a T. And take a few side to side with the leg, using the strength of your belly. Let your head rock in the opposite direction of your leg. You might even feel this internally massaging the heart center. Good, last one. Reach it straight up. Lower it all the way down, reaching away from you. Your legs are out long. Imagine yourself open. You're energetically open from the tips of the toes all the way up through the crown of the head, through the fingertips. Now tuck your hands underneath each buttock and inch your lower arms in towards each other underneath your spine. So your elbows are inching towards each other. Your spine lifts up. So you can see like my heart and my belly are lifting. Now press into those forearms a little more. Your heels of your feet can try to inch away from you into fish pose. So what's on the ground is the lower half of your body and your forearms. And your heart is lifting, opening as your head falls off the back. Spread through your toes like lotus petals. And maybe smile. Stay here. Really let your breath open up this whole eastern side, this whole front side of your heart. Let's take one more breath here. When you inhale, see if you can inhale even more at the top of your breath. And when you're ready, very gently lower down and draw the knees into the chest, rocking them. Let your feet come down to the earth in front of the sitting bones. And take your block. Notice how there are different heights of the block. We're going to place this block underneath the hips. So go ahead and lift your hips up. And you can use any height of the block, placing it underneath your sacrum. Good. And then inch your shoulder blades towards each other, towards the spine, and let the palms face up by the sides. Bring your feet into a comfortable position below the knees. You're welcome to either keep your loving breath here, or you can make it a little bit more subtle, maybe a little bit slower. Allow the transitions of your breath to be soft. In a way, they're caressing you, soothing. Our heart chakra is the element of air. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, you can release the block and eventually make your way into Shavasana pose. Take your time. When you do come into Shavasana, make sure that you're going to be warm, cozy. Imagine that you have all the time in the world. Imagine that Mother Earth is holding you. Perhaps that you have all the love in the world. Eventually, let go of your breath, allowing your breath to be natural, and just rest. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Wiggling fingers and toes. Rolling onto your right side in the fetal position. Making your way back to seated. Rubbing the palms against each other. And so we have two marma points in the palms of the hands that work directly on the heart. And when you bring the hands together, they're facing each other. And then you bring this prayer position at heart center. So any intentions or dedications that you set at the beginning of this class, you can build upon them. And allow any intentions that you'd like to set for this whole new year to come through. And you're always welcome to give gratitude in advance, as if it has already happened. Namaste means the light in me honors the light in you. So we say together, Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for being here today.